Okay, so we watched the draft this weekend, and it was a heck of a shocking draft. Let's see what happened. Well, the Steelers got a combined 7 picks. The Bungles took all of our picks because they can't select themselves. So yeah, it was a pretty good, interesting draft. What do you think?
I think it was a pretty good draft for us, but I think the Bengals should just back off on our picks, pick someone that they think is interesting instead of our own picks.
Exactly. So with the first overall, I'm sorry, not the first overall, with the 25th pick, I believe it was, in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers selected Artie Burns, defensive back out of Miami. He is 6 foot tall and he weighs 193 pounds. 97 pounds, I'm sorry. And today he turns 21, so happy birthday to him.
And he would be wearing number 25, Brandon Boykin's old number.
So his career stats, he has a total of 65 solo tackles, but a total of 93 total tackles. He also has 2 sacks and 7 interceptions.
6 from last season.
Yep. So honestly, I think it was a really good pick in my opinion. So, I mean, he might not start as a starter. He might start as a nickel or a dime. He might start as a nickel or dime in special teams, contributing up to the starter position. So, pretty good pick in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it was. Excuse me. I think it was a pretty good pick. We needed a corner. We
finally got one.
We finally got one. That's what we wanted. He may end up turning to be a lot better than William Jackson, but only time can tell.
Exactly. So with the 58th, what the hell? Yeah, with the 58th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Sean Davis, defensive back out of Maryland. He is 6'1", weighs 202 pounds, and he is 22 years old. His career stats, he has a total of 221 solo tackles, but a combined of 319 total tackles. He also has 2.5 sacks, 5 interceptions, and 7 forced fumbles. 5 of them were from last season. I really love this pick. We have no reliable safety.
Strong safety to be specific.
Yeah, we have no reliable strong safety. Shamarko Thomas hasn't
improved.
Hasn't developed at all. Ross Ventrone, he's more of a special teams player. Will Allen, he's getting up there with age. So
plus we released him.
So getting Sean Davis was a big priority. I kind of wanted Von Bell, but I can't remember what team he was drafted by. But I really love this pick, especially since he's a tackling safety, which we really need. Now he may not be much of a ball hawk, but he's a tackling safety.
And that's what we need. Mike Mitchell can screw up a bunch of times.
And he also forces the ball out. So, really good pick in my opinion.
Yeah, it was a pretty good pick. And he may end up actually being another Sean Taylor. Not as much as hard-hitting, but he could end up being like him.
Yeah, he motivates himself around Sean Taylor. In fact, if you go on his Twitter page, his cover photo shows a picture of him and Sean Taylor. So, I like that motivation there.
Mm-hmm.
With the 89th pick?
I can't remember.
It don't matter, but our 3rd round pick was Javon Hargrave, defensive tackle out of South Carolina State. He is 6'2", he weighs 305 pounds, and he is 23 years old. And his career stats, well, not his career, we couldn't find his career stats, but last season's stats, he had a total of 59 tackles, 22 of them were for loss of downs, and he also had 13.5 sacks, but a total of 37 sacks in his career. I love this pick. When we got to the 3rd round, Andrew Billings was still there. I was hoping we would pick them up, but I still love this pick. I really love Javon Hargrave. I looked at his stats and his highlights. We could be looking at another Joe Green right here, dude. Another Joe Green possibly.
I love this pick. He has a heck of a pass rusher. He can even stop the run also.
Exactly.
And he had more sacks than Andrew Billings. I think he'd even be better than Andrew Billings.
Most likely. So, by the way, the Bengals picked up Andrew Billings. Douches. With our 4th round pick, we selected Gerald Hawkins, offensive tackle out of LSU. He is 6'6". He weighs 305 pounds, and he is 22 years old. I like this pick. His blocking looks pretty good. Yeah, I like this pick because it's more protection for Ben, because we need to protect our franchise.
Plus,
Ben is our franchise.
We need a really good left tackle since I think it wasn't Villanueva.
And Alejandro Villanueva and Ryan Harris are fighting it, but he could also be part of that fighting position.
We need a very good left tackle since Kelvin Beachum.
Kelvin Beachum, yeah.
He allows too many sacks, and we should not have that with Ben getting up there with age. So we need a very good left tackle. I think this guy could either be a backup of Villanueva or maybe a third string. But I think this pick is pretty good.
I see him more being of a second string, though. Our offensive line coach, I think his name is Mike Munchak, I believe. He said there's no official starter for the left tackle position, so I can't wait till the preseason to see how he does and see who gets that starting position. And with our, we didn't have a fifth-round pick because we traded Brandon Boykin. We traded a fifth-round pick to the Eagles last season to get Brandon Boykin.
And all I gotta say is, what a complete waste of talent.
Because he never played. We didn't even
sign him.
So complete freaking waste. And we waited for freaking ever to freaking get to the sixth round. So our sixth-round pick, his name is Travis Feeney, linebacker out of Washington. He is 6'4". He weighs 226 pounds, and he is 23 years old. His career stats: he has a total of 168 solo tackles, but a total of 248 total tackles. He also has 15.5 sacks total, but 8 were from last season, and 4 interceptions and 4 forced fumbles. Out of those 4 forced fumbles, 3 of them came from last season. I love this pick. And plus, he had the second best time, or he had the second best 40-yard dash time amongst linebackers in the combine. He also had a 40-inch vertical jump and a 10 broad jump. Love this pick.
I think this was a pretty good pick because he could be a very good. he may be a very good replacement if Jarvis Jones does not improve.
Which he probably won't.
I'm pretty sure he's even quicker. I'm pretty sure he's quicker than Jarvis Jones.
Oh, yeah,
I think he's more better.
He's quicker than Jarvis Jones. He may be stronger, and he's more physical than Jarvis Jones. So
I think this guy can be a very good replacement for Jones if he does not improve.
And possibly even James Harrison. He can be a good replacement for Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so our one of two of our seventh-round picks, we selected DeMarcus Ayers, wide receiver out of Houston. He is 5'11". That's kind of short. He weighs 190 pounds and he's 21 years old. Now, here's the thing. He ran a 4.7 40. And maybe that may sound a little slow, but listen to the stats. He had a total of 141 receptions in his career. 97 of them came from last season. He had a total of 1,686 total receiving yards, but 1,221 of them came from last season. He also had a total of 10 touchdowns, 9 receiving and even 1 rushing. He also had 2 total return touchdowns, one of them being kick return and one being punt return. He also threw 2 touchdowns last season. So he can do it all. He can catch, he can run, he can return, and he can throw the ball. I love this pick.
This guy seems pretty good because you know how Antonio Brown is as our kick. Well, not kick, but mainly punt returner.
And every time he's back there, I kind of cringe because he's possibly the best receiver in the game.
And we can't risk him getting injured. So picking up DeMarcus Ayers as a punt returner could very well help with our returning game. Heck, even maybe kick returning.
And Danny Smith, I believe, is our special teams coordinator. He said he is listed as the #1 punt returner, so we're most likely going to be keeping him. I can't wait to preseason and see how this guy does. He's definitely going to be a good returnman for us. That's why we picked him up. But he can also throw the ball and catch and run the ball. I love this pick. He can do everything. And with our final pick of the 2016 NFL season, we picked up Tyler Matakavage, linebacker out of Temple. He is 6'1", and he weighs 235 pounds, but he is 23 years old. Shout out to Steel Jedi. I remember a few weeks or months ago, I can't remember, but I remember him talking about him. Possibly us drafting him in the 4th or 6th round or something like that. We drafted him in the 7th round. I love this draft pickup. He had a total of 338 solo tackles in his career, but a total of 493 total tackles. He also had 40.5 tackles for loss in his career, and he had 15.5 tackles for loss last season. He also had 7 sacks in his career, but 4.5 of them came from last season. He also had 7 interceptions in his career, 5 interceptions last season. He also had 4 forced fumbles. I love this pick. He'll most likely be in the in the inside. He'll be a terrific third stringer. And possibly a terrific replacement for when Timmons retires. Just imagine him and Ryan Shazier lined up. And he's very physical and he can tackle. I love this pick. In fact, I love every pick, honestly. Honestly, in my opinion, this was a very successful draft. I love this draft class. This could be the best draft class by the Steelers in recent years, in my opinion. I love this pick. Honestly, I love this whole draft, like I said. And honestly, I want to keep every single pick. Now, I don't see us keeping every single pick, but I really want us to keep every single pick.
But if we are able, we can.
Which I want us to.
But if we're able to, I think we're going to release a couple players.
Yeah.
Maybe LJ. Is it LT or LJ?
I think it's LJ Ford.
LJ Ford.
There's we can maybe get rid of Vince Williams, possibly. He hasn't really. I mean, he's been good, but he hasn't done too much.
Maybe we can actually
get rid of Jordan Zalt or Anthony Chickalo. So
maybe try to trade Jarvis Jones for like a draft pick or something like that.
Possibly because he hasn't progressed. He's a complete first round bust, and we can put Travis Feeney in that backup or starting position.
Heck, or even Travis Matakevich.
Let's not forget, Antonio Brown was a 6th round pick. Okay. Travis Feeney's a 6th round pick.
A lot of players that were from the late round, heck, even undrafted, have turned out successful, including Tom Brady, Kurt Warner, who was undrafted, Antonio Brown, James Harrison was undrafted,
Wes Welker, Night Train Lane, just to name a few. All these guys were undrafted or late round picks.
They're legendary players.
I love this whole draft. This draft was a complete success, in my opinion. So, yeah, I want to keep every member. I can't wait till the freaking preseason, see how everyone does. I'm hyped up right now just talking about it, all right?
I grade it an A.
An absolute A. Maybe an A+. But we'll have to see how they turn out. The best selection in this draft, in my opinion, honestly, I don't know.
Me, I would say Sean Davis.
Sean Davis, probably?
We really needed a strong safety, and we actually got one. I think this guy can progress very good.
Phone's ringing. Anyway, end the video. I gotta talk to this.
Alright, anyway, that's the video. Hope you guys like it. Let us know in the comments below what you think. Like, subscribe, comment, you know what to do. Yeah. See you in the next video. Peace.